Okay, so today's video we were talking about the new weapons that are ritual playlists and stuff that come from Trials, Crucible, Vanguard, Nightfalls, Iron Banner, stuff like that. Easy to know where to come from and stuff. So if you play Trials, we've got two new Trials weapons, which we will go over tomorrow's answer first, which is absolutely pretty cool. For PvP, I know most people don't use rockets PvP, but there are a few still do, including me. So if you do use them, this is the role you'd go with for PvP, by far, probably the best role you're going to get for it. PvE, it's obvious. I mean, let's be honest here. It doesn't take rocket science. Envious, bait and switch, Envious, bipod for DPS, yeah, obvious. Also, you could do Withering Gaze. This is a new perk. So, hard scope for a second and then shoot. When you enhance it, it's a shorter period of time, so you could do it even quicker. In theory, this could be a good DPS option. You throw this first before you shoot, like the Linear, the new Strand Linear that came out last season, that came from the raid. That thing is really good for DPS. It's insanely good for DPS. Throw this on and shoot one of these first, then you switch to it. You could also run this way as well. Bipod's not a horrible option though. Wish it had auto looting, but that's okay. So PvE, there's a couple options, but definitely, in my opinion, this is the best. Envious Bait and Switch is obviously insanely good. Or Envious Bipod for DPS would work great too. But Withering Gate is not a bad perk by any means, or bad option, so yeah. Velocity or Blast Radius Mass Work, I don't think it really matters for rockets anymore. Not really, I guess same thing here, just use this. So, simple as that. We've got also the new hand cannon, which is yesterday's question, which I am actually excited for. This thing is honestly a stat house. People are not given enough credit. Currently, if you don't know, it is bugged. You can go grab it from, what is his name? Saint 14 for free. It's just letting people buy it. Hopefully Bungie doesn't fix that. Because I'm not going to buy it till next week. See if it maybe gets Headseeker. Because it does change perks weekly from his vendor thing. So we'll see. But yeah, so this thing by far, insanely good. I mean, I don't know how else to put it. Look at this. The fact you can just straight up have... Let's see how much range. We've got 23 meters of range, which isn't that great, but isn't bad either. This is decent. And we've got Hammerforge, Ricochet. We've got this new perk, which is Lone Wolf. Or you can use this perk, which is Closing Time. Currently, it doesn't show the stats for this, so I don't know what it does exactly. Like how much range, accuracy, and handling you get. But it does say further increase, proves it, so really good perk to go with it. But you could also use this for increased aim assist, aim down sight speed. Personally, I'd be going for Closing Time with Headseeker for PvP. It's just obvious answer. Thing's a monster. Why wouldn't you use it? You could also use Zen Moment though and Rapid Hit, or you could use Rapid Hit and Headseeker. Those two would work really well too. But personally, I want to go with this perk. I like this perk. I like the way it looks and stuff. I haven't gotten to use it yet, so hopefully it actually ends up being good. If it ends up being shit, then Rapid will be the way I go, or Lone Wolf, depending on if it's good or not. We'll see. For PvE, it's really only one role for the most part, which is Dragonfly Volt Shot. Does suck Volt Shot. I would prefer if it had that new perk that is the newer version of Volt Shot. Which is just doing damage, creates volts. So I'm kind of sad they didn't give this to it. Should have been that way, but whatever, Bungie for you. Who's surprised, let's be honest. The other thing is you could use Lucky Pants with 4 times the charm and Vorpal. It'll be an absolute damage killing machine. This thing does a lot of damage. These things are great for DPS. So yeah, you'd obviously want to have increased mag though of any sort. I think this mag's the best. This gives you more ammo, but not the greatest. So I'd recommend this. You would have backup mag as well. You'd actually have a depth backup mag, but it doesn't show the depth mods for some reason, so it's fine. It's not that big of a deal. But yeah, so this thing, I'm excited for. Can't wait to get it, to try it out. Like I said, you can't currently get one with Volt Shot and something else for what the other perk is, but I'm not going to do that. I'm going to wait to see if we get lucky and get a Headseeker one, or Bungie will just fix it and no one gets it again. But I doubt the Bungie will do that because it wouldn't be fair to the people that haven't gotten it. So yeah, we'll see how that turns out. We're also going to talk about Bygones. We're going to go talk about Bygones. It's back. I'm happy about this. This thing's a monster of a pulse, and it still is. So right off the bat, we have the obvious answer, which is Headseeker. Keep Away or Zen Moment, both the most obvious things. Under pressure as well could work, but obviously the obvious of obvious things is Keep Away or Zen Moment with Headseeker. I don't think anyone will debate that. Kill Clip, great perk as well. High Ground is a very underrated perk. Personally, I want Keep Away High Ground or Zen Moment High Ground. I'm actually going to be farming Gambit, which I can't believe I'm saying because I usually only do it for the ornament, but I'm actually going to farm it for this because this thing's a monster. We've also got Perpetual, which isn't bad either, but by far, either Keep Away, Zen Moment. Anything that is High Ground or Head Seeker or Kill Clip. Those are the best perks. You could also use these two perks up here, the two new perks. They're both really good, but I'd rather have a damage perk on a pulse. It really helps, especially at 390. They're not the best right now. They might have gotten buff. I haven't read the patch notes. We'll see. Kinetic Trimmers for PvE is insanely good. You have Firefly as well, but personally, I'd go Kinetic Trimmers with Subsistence or even Attrition Orbs. Just create tons of orbs with Kinetic Trimmers. Good combo. You can also use Shoot to Loot to get the ammo constantly for other weapons, so it'd be a fun combo. We'll see. We have got Anonymous Autumn, one of the most broken sidearms ever to grace this game, which is now back. F me, this is going to be rough. Has absolutely cracked perk combos, though, so let's get over this. So we're going to go enhance these. So we have right away full bore ricochet. It's a rapid fire thing. It's, well, I don't know if it's rapid fire, but it's extremely fast fire rate. I think they're called rapid fires. They're not. They're just fast fire rate. Sidearms, these things are nutty, really good. Forget the current one that's meta. Heretic, whatever it's called, is really good right now. But this thing is definitely going to take its place. I believe that for a fact. They did make it arc, sadly. I wish it was still solar. Would have loved this thing of solar, but that's fine. Adagio, God tier perk right off the bat. We've got Kill Clip, also God tier perk. We've got Precision Instrument, also God tier perk, insanely good for PvP. We've got this new perk, which makes it Aim Assist, Aim Down Sights, and Airborne Effectiveness. All good perks to have on a sidearm. We also have Closing Time, which increases your range, accuracy, and handling. Also a great fucking perk to have, as well as the Intrinsic perk, which is the most cracked perk in the game for weapons. One of the most cracked. I think there's one other one, I forget what it's called, but it's just as good. So this thing's just a monster for range. This thing's going to be a nuisance. By far one of the craziest fucking weapons they've ever added. I can't believe Bungie thought it was a genius idea. Look at this 85 range on this dude. If you use Kill Clip, same thing, you know, Kill Clip's really good, damage increase. You could also use Adagio. Like I said, I love Adagio. It does lower the fire rate, but this thing shoots so fast it's barely going to drop in fire rate because Adagio barely drops it, so it doesn't even matter. This thing's just going to be a mapping sidearm that's fast fire. This thing's going to be a nuisance soon. You could use Zen Moment if you're not good with sidearms, but personally, I won't. It's Closing Time, Adagio, Closing Time, Precision, Closing Time, Kill Clip. Those are the three roles I want for PvP. Absolute monster. Like, this thing's going to be insane. I'll also accept Lone Wolf because a little less range, but come on, it's free. Free aim assist, free in-air accuracy, and free aim down sight speed. That's honestly a great perk combo, too. So, yeah. PvE, Attrition Orbs, Volt Shot. You could use Edgy Current, Volt Shot just to mix it up. There's not really great things for it. It's a sidearm. Sidearms aren't that great in PvE. Sadly, that's why we get the rocket sidearms now to make up for that. So, more of a PvP weapon by a huge margin, but you know, that's okay. With range masterwork, we'd put on a range stability for that as well. Like, this thing is insane. Like, look at this. Look at this range. 95 range we can get with this right now. Like, that's crazy, dude. Absolutely crazy. And this perk ain't even included. If this perk was included, who the fuck knows how far it'd go. Like, this thing's insane. Could use stability, or Zen Moment to try to deal with the stability, because it'll probably recoil like crazy. So, you know, Precision Instrument's cracked, so, yeah. Can't say no to that. But yeah, so, definitely probably one of the scariest things. To be for sure, the fact it almost has 100 stability, like, and this would, or 100 range, sorry, this would definitely max out its range without a doubt, so, this is going to be scary. This sidearm is going to be definitely meta and definitely busted, and I'm scared shitless for this thing, truthfully. 14 meters, dude, is just insane for a sidearm. What the fuck, Bungie? We've also got, let's see, it is this one. This is for this is the Strike one. This drops from strikes and stuff. It's a grenade launcher. You need 75 for PvP, so I'd run what I'm running here. These would be the best for PvP. You could do this or this or this for PvP. You could also do this if it actually is working. It wasn't working last season for the sidearm. I don't know or the grenade launcher. I don't know if it actually is finally working. If it is, cool. If not, then it's definitely high ground for extra damage, so, yeah. PvE is obvious. You just instantly go with Envious Assassin, with Bait and Switch. It's just the best combo in the game. High ground's not a bad option either, though. It procs really easily. You can have it proc the first one. You just have to get high up in the air. So, and it's not a bad damage increase by any means, so 25% is not bad. Bait and Switch is 30% though, I think, right? So, yeah, 30%. So, 5% more, but you do have to proc it by using other weapons, where this, you could just unload your load, and you could just simply use auto-loading with this, and you could just unload your load constantly, not have to actually set this up. So, yeah, you'd be doing damage with another weapon, you can do damage with another weapon, but you don't have to go through 2 different weapons to get back to this with Bait and Switch. So, definitely a good combo, definitely underrated, underused, so definitely potential here, definitely. So, I'm excited for this grenade launcher. I probably never see one because these weapons just never drop worth a shit. It's always you have to buy them, and even then, it just never gives you good rolls. But, I'm actually excited for it. For PvE, you would definitely go with linear compensator, and you'd go with spike grenades as well. This would be the roll I'd want, or this, with this, or this, These are the rolls I would want for PvE. We've now going to go talk about the new... What are these? Iron Banner weapons. These are the Iron Banner weapons. Sadly, they didn't give it the new perk that gives it the free frost armor in this slot. So if this perk is working, then this with Chill Clip would be the best option. Period. PvP, I wouldn't really recommend it. It doesn't have that great options. But you could if you want. I don't really know what you'd use in there. I would use I'd pretty much just use anything on here. Probably more ammo, just to get a little more ammo. But at the same time, Chill Clip gets fucked with a bit with that sometimes. So probably just see whatever gives me more blast radius, like this. And then same thing on these. I just look for anything with more blast radius. The more blast radius you get, the better off. Or I'd go with this, actually. This ain't bad perk either. You could go with that. You could go with this. Just get a little extra blast radius. That can't hurt none. You go blast radius here. And then blast radius on here as well. Basically just all blast radius, so the more area of effect the Chill Clip has on things. So that's just how I see it. The solar one's definitely the best by far, but this ain't bad either. Good luck getting it, though. It is Iron Banner RNG as fuck, so good luck. But it's not bad, so I do like this. I am excited to see if I can get one with Chill Clip. Could work at PvP as well, in theory. I know it gets 12 in the magazine and only the top half, so it really depends on that. Unfortunately, I really wish they'd make a better version of Chill Clip or update to be better. We'll see. I don't know. We'll see. Chill Clip's fun, but it might not be that great. There's just a lot of ammo in the mag. I don't know how much you get in PvP, so yeah. We'll see. We've also got, what is it called? Archon's Thunder back, which, it's not a bad machine. Archon's Thunder is back. This thing has a lot of range, so I wouldn't really recommend range. I'd recommend stability to try to balance out its and everywhere thing. You could use this for PvP and be able to roll like this, so you get the free frost armor constantly, which is nice, Free frost armor, can't hurt nothing. Headstone constantly creating. Probably Killing Tide would be the best with high impact, because obviously you get these proc pretty easily. High impact will be basically procced right away, because you don't get a lot of ammo in it, because it's a machine gun. So this in theory could be decent. PvE, I'd go with Target Lock in this for damage dealing, or Envious in this, and Target Lock for damage dealing. 4th times works great too, obviously. For ad clearing, probably honestly go Headstone with this to get free frost armor constantly and just melt all the ads with Headstone constantly shattering things and stuff, especially since it's a shatter season. So you could also go 4th times with Rewind, but it's not really DPS. It takes forever to shoot because it's a slower fire rate, so I wouldn't really recommend it, but you could. It technically would work. So we'll see. Let's see. We've also got the new PvE weapons, which... Nightfall weapon, sorry, which I'm actually excited for this glaive. I wanted a Chill Clip glaive. We actually had this leaked a long time ago through a different means. It was supposed to be we were supposed to get a Chill Clip glaive for the Dawning, because it's the Dawning. It made sense. It's slow, it's freeze, it's all about, winter, so, but then it never happened. We ended up getting something else, which was unfortunate. And here we go. We finally got it. I don't know if it's the same glaive or if they just scrapped that idea or if it was a concept. I don't know. I don't remember. Those 2 or 3 years ago, so I don't remember the full effort on it. But this would be a really cool combo right here. It only has 3 in the magazine, so this would honestly be really good. The 2 shots should, in theory, 2 of the shots should be able to shoot it constantly. I'm not really sure. If you have to, just do more mags so you get it more often. I'm not really sure what you'd use in PvP. I know people use this usually, I think, but I don't really know, so I can't really recommend it, nor do I know it's good here, so I can't recommend this greatly. But I do know Chill Clip will be fun, hopefully. I'm hoping it'll work with the melee. I don't think it will, sadly, but it'd be cool if it did. If you have the shots, you can melee as well and slow things. That'd be really fun. I doubt it'll work that way, but it would be fun. We'll see. But I'm still excited for it to try it out and see how it turns out, so we'll see how that goes. Plug 1 is back as well, which has got a few different roles for PvP. We'll talk about PvE first. Reservoir Burst and Reconstruction, obviously, is just the best perk for it. You can also use Controlled Burst for DPS, so best combo there is there. PvP is obvious, Kickstart, but we do have Closing Time, which would be good too in theory. Use Under Pressure of this, accuracy, handling, range, this in theory could work. You could also use this for aim assist, aim down sight speed, and airborne effectiveness, because you do sometimes jump back when someone apes you a shotgun, and it would be nice to have a little bit of extra. Well-rounded is technically a good perk. A lot of people would probably recommend it. I don't really like this perk. I think it's a bit iffy sometimes, but I do think these new perks would be interesting to combo together. We'll have to see. For sure, we'll have to see. Kickstart's also still a really good option, obviously, Under Pressure Kickstart or this Lone Wolf Kickstart. So I'd recommend either range for PvP or accelerate coils. If you go range here, you'd go accelerate. You'd have to hope for a masterwork here. Or you can go range, just pure range, and just map people at ridiculous ranges. I mean, come on, look at the range. It's not that big of a deal. And this would increase it even more, so wouldn't be that big of a deal. But accelerate does help a little bit to get a little quicker shooting. So high impact ones really need it, but these ones don't need it as much, so they're not that big of a deal. So it's kind of mostly preference. There's a few roles here that are good for PvP and PvE, so we'll see. I'm excited for it. Pretty sure we already went over we went over these. Okay, so I think this is the last thing. I think we've gone over everything else. So yeah, this is the most powerful shotgun in the game by a mile. As you see here, 100 range, 100 stability, 88 handling. And you're probably wondering, why do you have that? Why not 100 handling? Well, I could be. I mean, I could go with this and, have 100 handling. That's the point I'm making, is that's just how good this thing is. It's got ridiculous stats. I don't know how else to put it. This thing is a monster. You could go with this to have more range. If you want to go with, accurized, you could go accurized with threat detector. Times 1 threat detector, now you have max range, max handling, instantly. That's pretty crazy if you ask me. That's pretty insane. Look at that. It literally perfectly makes it 100 under. That's just insane. Definitely a little not needed, but hey, no harm, no foul, right? Obviously, getting the perfect roll of this is going to be a pain in the ass, because it is, unfortunately, RNG as fuck, and currently it is bugged into being a static roll. If you don't know that, it is static. Wait until they fix that before you go and farm it, probably would be a smart idea, because it is bugged as shit. But by far, holy shit, is this thing cracking. The fact you can enhance this is just insane, because this thing gives you the 15 handling. That's what makes this even better, is the fact you literally have this for the extra 15 handling, and it's just insane. And heck, you don't even need it all. You can use this to get a little bit more stability for flinch resist. I mean, that's the crazy thing. People won't really suggest it, but you can. I mean, you can technically do it, get a little bit more flinch resist. Or you can use this, you can use this, you can use this. I mean, there's just so much combo here that it's just a monster of damage. Look at this. You can do this way and have assault mag, and then have the range masterwork for 100 range just for the fun of it. It does increase your range a lot, but it does a little bit, so it could help. The consistency could help a bit. You could use this, a little less, max that out. This thing is a monster by far. Slide shot you could use, and then you could use flipping handling on this to make it balanced. Handling on this. It's just insane. I just don't know how else to say it. This thing is insane. There's so many combos that are just absolutely cracked. Look at this. You don't even need accurized, at all. You just use assault for a little bit extra stability, and for the flinch resist, and then boom, shotgun. This thing is crazy. I don't know how else to put it. Slide shot's easy to proc, so you'd have it constantly procced for the most part. So look at that. Just look at those stats. Just slide shot alone. Opening maxes it out there. You get a little bit of aim assist extra too. That's crazy. Then this perk also could work really well too. Again, it doesn't show the stats correctly, so I don't know what it does fully. But this could be, in theory, really good. So potentially this could also be a really good perk, because you spawn in with 1 ammo, you could have 2 usually at max, and you use 1. So you get a handling boost as well, so it's kind of a better version of opening shot in a sense. So I kind of want it over opening, but I also want opening to see which one's better. So you just have to make sure you don't have a lot of ammo for this perk to work, because if you have max ammo, it's not going to be that great. I mean, it might still proc when the magazine's at max. I don't know. Like I said, I'm not really sure this perk works yet. Or do you have to have 1 shot at least missing for it to start stacking? I don't know. Again, it doesn't really tell us here, which kind of sucks. But yeah, this thing is just a monster. Go farm it. If you don't play PvP, it's got 1-2 punch, which is kind of good. Trench barrel, it's good. It's not that great. Rapid fires are better for damage, so yeah. I'd recommend for PvP, though, 100% closing time, 100% opening. One of those two for PvP. Either slide shot, threat detector, it's not going to hurt you either way. Either one you go with, it's just a monster. Assault mag or accurized, same thing. It's not really going to matter that much. They're just that good. And then you can even use small bore. If you use one of these builds, you can use small bore, a little extra range, because this is obviously max. So You don't need to worry about it. This thing's just a monster. I don't know how else to say it. This thing is a monster of a gun. I don't know what Bungie was thinking, but they made this thing broken. Bit too broken. Anyways, if you enjoyed the video, leave a like, subscribe, leave a comment what you think. Are you excited for these weapons? I will be also uploading videos on the other weapons as well. The weapons for the season, as well as some random weapons and the raid weapons as well. I'll upload another one today. I might not upload them all today, but I should upload one other one today, so look out for it. I think it'll probably be on the seasonal weapons. But if you're excited for these weapons, please go farm for them. They're so good. If you enjoyed the video, leave a like, subscribe, leave a comment what you think. Let me know which weapon you're excited for. Do you want all of them? Do you want specific ones? Are you excited for this thing? This thing's a monster. Let me know in the comments. Y'all have a good day. We out. Adios. Thanks for watching. Y'all have a good day.